Hey there, adventurers! Today we are back at Universal Studios, Florida. There's so many new updates in regards to Rip Ride Rockit, Halloween Horror Nights, and more. Let's go ahead and have a great day adventure. There is so much construction happening. You can hear, especially with all of the workers moving dirt, and from what it looks like, the Helix is officially gone. Although I'll be interested in where they take, because in the area nearby the former Blue Man Group Theater, that's where you're going to be heading down to the four houses like Five Nights at Freddy's and Terrifier. And we look at that, there's new posters on the archways. Unfortunately, there is no medallion as of yet. Although, I don't know what it's about. Maybe some delays. Though, there is so many posters themed to the 5 IP houses coming. For example, there is Horrors of Wyatt 6, Terrifier, Five Nights at Freddy's, Fallout, and Jason Universe. But now, with all the posters, I am so excited to see what comes for this whole archway, because every year they usually have a medallion, and as of now, it's now time that we head inside and maybe even check out the tribute store, since I don't know what time it opens, though I think unlike last year, since it is taking part of a space that's already used for the Revenge of Mummy exit, then it may possibly be an area that will open already. Only a few more days until I can finally be in this queue, and then only think, man, I don't want to be in this queue. Also, since we're nearby with Jimmy Fallon bathrooms, I thought it would be important to talk about Path B, because while there is Path A nearby Despicable Me Mini Mayhem, there's going to be a second pathway where you can enter into the Terrifier and Grave of the Dead houses. Also, of course, I have to get a fan out because it is very hot, and if I had to recommend a few items to bring for Halloween Horror Nights, even though it is the end of summer, I highly recommend you bring yourself a fan so that you stay cool throughout the lines. Plus, also highly recommend you bring some sunscreen whenever it is sunny. Plus, also a rain jacket will help too, since it will be raining, especially on opening nights. Nearby the former tribute store location, it looks like there's a sign that reads, "The historic Stein collection has been relocated. Due to construction within the I. Stein building, our grand hall and lobby are closed until further notice. New entrance is located in the fine art wing. Thank you for your continued support and your understanding." So, it looks like we will have to head down here, which it looks like there's a lot of people heading down this way. I'm so excited. Well, it looks like the tribute store is not even supposed to open today, so it looks like we will have to head back over to Universal tomorrow, which is not the ideal timing because I was supposed to go somewhere else tomorrow. It said it was going to open today on the blog. I don't blame the employees or team members one bit. It's just that I wish there was better communication with that. Also, for Halloween Horror Nights, Louise is going to be themed to Five Nights at Freddy's. And here, there's this photo op with all the animatronics, and there's going to be a few food items inside that you can try. Now, this will be my final Halloween Horror Nights update, since, for the most part, everything that has been set up is now set up. There's all sorts of new food menus for Halloween Horror Nights food booths, where we got a whole list of every food item that is coming to Halloween Horror Nights this year. And with everything else happening, that's pretty much it.
Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, baby. Here we go, little Dilly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Here we go, little Dilly. Oh, bend over, let me see you shake it, towel. Bend over, let me see you shake it, towel. Work it, like this. Like last summer. Like last for Jake and Elwood, the Blues Brothers!
Thank you.
When it comes to Universal Studios, there's so many incredible shows. I think the Blues Brothers is spectacular, and overall, it is a nice show to watch, especially if you're looking to enjoy a musical show. Also, I'm just exiting out of the store, and I will say, I never seen any of these props here. That's so cool. Oh, what do they have here? There's San Francisco Candy Factory with these pumpkins out here. And let me check this out, because this is new to me. Ooh. Oh, wow. The AC is great. There is all sorts of Little Boo merchandise in here, especially with the t-shirts, keychain, youth shirt, bag, and other Horror Nights goodies, including popcorn bucket from Megan, along with Terrifier popcorn bucket, other shirts, candy, and so many pumpkins in here. Like, holy cow. Now inside there's all sorts of goodies like the Freddy Fazbear Caramel Apple, Chica's Chocolate Cookie, Macaroons Team to Fallout, WWE, Jason, Terrifier, and Mr. Cupcake, along with the Little Boo Sugar Cookie, Mel's Die-In Cake, along with the Mel's Die-In Pie, Evil Mr. Cupcake, Clown Cafe Cherry Brownie, and Art Clown Crispy Treat. Ah, thank goodness the bridge is now open. That is some great news, because now, if I ever want to skip this whole section here, then I can just walk straight through and then skip Simpsons Ride. But now, with all that being said, that's pretty much it with all of the Halloween Horror Nights updates. And I think right now, maybe before we head on out of here, let's ride Transformers, since that is a 45-minute wait. But with single rider, it should be less, I think.
Well, I'm sure it was for your own sake.
Right. Listen, General, who is desktop operative for asset evacuation?
That would be all of us.
I think it's going to be a walk-on.
That's it. We're mission go. So you can either thank or blame me later, but right now I need you to listen to the lady with the robotic voice.
And I just got out of Transformers to ride. It was such a fun ride. I had so much fun riding it today. And as always with the single rider line, it is always worth the wait, because we basically walked on that ride. Despite the 45-minute standby waits, it was just nothing, because as soon as I was called for my row, so that was great timing. But now, what about the wait time for VillainCon? I think it's time we check that out. And the only reason why I am doing this now is because it's a 5-minute wait. Well, I'm not in top 30, but also I missed the chance to actually connect my phone to Blaster. Overall, I got myself 477,000 points. Not my best, but I think next time we're here, I'll have to do it again. But before I head on out of here, I want to talk more about a few of the things you can do at Halloween Horror Nights. Now, there is going to be a new scavenger hunt in the Feel the Fear medallion quest, where you will search for horror-themed medallions throughout the park. You'll find yourself in the middle of mayhem as you seek out these coveted digital medallions. And you have to find all the medallions, and you can take your piece of history home with you. On top of that, there's also going to be a brand new necklace for those who don't want to get too scared in the scare zones, as it is going to be $20 per person. And the thing is that it won't work into haunted houses, but if you want a more tamer experience, then this is going to be an accessory you may want to have. Even then, it's just crazy to see that Halloween Horror Nights is literally tonight as we're recording, because Halloween Horror Nights will have their first official team member preview where team members can experience Halloween Horror Nights. And also looks like, unfortunately, the Universal Studios 35th anniversary section of the store is now changed over to Halloween Horror Nights. As we can see, there is Five Nights at Freddy's merchandise here, especially with Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria sign, headbands, throw blankets, posters, and t-shirts. Along with that, there's also these stands with animatronics from Five Nights at Freddy's. That's cool, honestly. There's also new artwork within the Universal Studios store. Like, for example, there's one of the Conservatory Glass, Five Nights at Freddy's, Terrifier, Fallout, and more. And before I head out of here, there is some new construction going on for Dead Coconut Club, which will be a new Horror Nights lounge coming to City Walk. And this will be a free lounge too, nightly during Halloween Horror Nights. But there is all sorts of pumpkins, along with a Coven sign, along with the Red Coconut Club. And lastly, there is all sorts of pumpkins with the sign Annual Samayan Bash. But now, that is going to be a wrap on our adventure here at Universal Orlando Resort. I had a fun time checking out all the new updates and having a fun time. Unfortunately, the tribute store didn't open today like I thought it was going to be, but that's whatever, I guess. At least it's opening for team members. But either way, let me know in comments down below. What's your thoughts on Halloween Horror Nights? Are you planning to go? And if so, what are you most excited to see? I'd love to know. I also want to thank you guys because recently we hit about 1.7 thousand followers on Facebook. So huge thank you to everyone who's been following along. But until next time, adventurers, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.